So, okay, we on.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem and Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, all right? We the Hebrew Israelites, we come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, aka Babylon, known in the scriptures, all right? All right? And at the same time, to call out to the elect of the nation of Israel, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, to repent and come back to your power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, right? The God of the heavens and the earth, all right? The God of the Hebrews, all right? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So with that, we're going to go in the scriptures.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Yeah, so it says, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer, right? Because what's coming down the pipeline? Jacob's trouble. When you go to Jeremiah 30:7, it said it is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Revelation 12:12, the devil shall come down upon you having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. Who is the devil? The so-called white man, all right? Esau, Edom. He's going to come down upon the Lord's people with great wrath, because he knows his rulership is almost up, all right? Why do you think he's trying to hit you with the jab, all right? He's trying to jab you up and then chip you up, all right? MOTB, the mark of the beast. You know, it is what it is. Revelation 13:16, all right? That's the ultimate goal for the elites, all right? Is to have us all chipped up, all right? And worship them. That digital rule for us to be perpetual slaves, all right? Under their rulership. That's the ultimate goal, their so-called New World Order, all right? So the Lord said, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, they shall cast some of you into prison. Go ahead, bro.
The devil shall cast you.
The devil.
That ye may be tried.
Now you may be tried. What's being tried, tested, all right? All right, the Lord is going to try our faith. Oh, you believe on me? All right, let's see. You know, I'm cast some of y'all into prison. Some of y'all can go into them concentration camps. You might not eat food for 2 days, 3 days, all right? The Lord going to test your faith. Are you really about this truth? You really ready to die for me? You really ready to go all out? You really ready to be lose your comforts that the devil got for you right now, as far as your home, your job, all right? All these things, your grocery stores, your woman, you know, that's his own comforts. The Lord's gonna put that to the test, all right? You want that crown of life, you're gonna have to go through it, you know? And it's easier said than done. Go ahead.
And ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
Yeah, you should have tribulation 10 days. That's just a complete number of days, all right? It could be 3 weeks, it could be 2 days. The whatever your measure of faith and whatever the Lord sees fit that you can handle. Because the Lord is merciful that he's going to find a way for you to escape the things that you're going to suffer. All right? That's how merciful the Lord is, all right? Because we his sons, all right? The Lord chastises who he loves. That's why when you get this truth, much wisdom, you get more sorrow, a grief of heart, all right? And you catch hell. But that's to purify you. Go ahead, brother.
Be thou faithful unto death.
Be thou faithful unto death. The scripture in 2nd Ezra 15 tell you that all are unfaithful shall die in unfaithfulness. You know? So be thou faithful unto death. This is a life and death situation. This ain't no play thing where we just out here just for nothing. You know? This is for our salvation. You know? The elders and apostles, why you think the elders and apostles been out here for 30 years plus? Alright? Being a spectacle unto the world. Go ahead.
And I will give thee a crown of life.
You see that? A crown of life, immortality, all right? And a physical crown upon brothers' heads. You know, Lord willing, from our Lord and Savior himself, Yahweh Shah. Go ahead.
Verse 11. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches.
Yep.
He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death.
Yeah, what's the second death? All right? The nuclear missiles, the ICBM missiles flying over here from all other parts of the country, of the world, all right? From Russia, China, all right, Iran, no, not Iran, Russia, China, man, yeah, even Iran, because yeah, scripture tell you that the beast shall hate the whore, you know? Go ahead. Yes, sir?
Yeah, Revelations.
Yeah, I was thinking about Israel, but yeah.
Revelations 2, verse 25.
Yep.
But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come.
Yeah, that which you have already, hold fast till he come, all right? What do we have? This truth, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that is able to deliver us, all right? Scriptures tell you that wisdom and knowledge should be the stability in our times. The fear of the Lord is the treasure. So it says, read that again.
Yeah. Revelations 2 verse 25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come.
Yeah, hold fast, meaning hold tight, all right? Hold this truth, all right? That no man take that crown, in Revelation 3:10.
Verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation.
Yeah, that's what we're looking to have. The scripture say, he that overcometh and keepeth his works unto the end. All right? And when you go to the word keepeth in that scripture, in the Greek, it says tarios. It means to guard, to protect. All right? Hold that. You know? So that's why Apostle Paul said he was sent for the defense of the gospel. All right? We here to defend this truth by all means. That's why we're making our bodies a living sacrifice. You know? But he said, he that keepeth my works unto the end. Because the Lord also said, he that endureth unto the end, the same may be saved. So it ain't the thing that I kept the Lord's work for 2 years and then I'm chilling now. I did the Lord's work. No, this is unto death. All right? This is unto the Lord seems fit. You know? To him will I give power over the nations, all right? That means what? In the kingdom of heaven, you're going to have a certified position to have rulership over these other nations, all right? Starting with the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, as well as the other nations that had us in subjection, you know? Because contrary to popular belief, this truth is only for the Israelites, starting with the elect, all right? The Lord is not coming back to save everybody. The Lord is only dealing with his people, all right? And that's his chosen people, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know that?
Yeah. Verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Yeah, he shall rule them with a rod of iron. So slavery, hardcore slavery, is coming back in full effect. The Lord is going to give us power to rule over our enemies with a rod of iron. You know, you got people getting jabbed up. Go ahead.
In Australia right now, they got Australians, and there's Israelites among those people, but you got Australians at FEMA camps as we speak right now. Everything that's going on, everything that's supposed to happen to America is happening on the outskirts of America, and then it's going to come down on the hub, which is Babylon, the greatest.
Yep.
This is going to be the greatest judgment.
That's right, because the Lord, yeah, that's how
Revelation chapter.
Verse 27, Revelation 2, verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron as the vessel of the potter, so they be broken into sugar.
Yeah, so these other nations, all right, they're gonna be broken down, all right. The Lord is gonna give us the power to break them down, dismantle their governments, all right, and put them into slavery, all right. We all us brothers are future slave owners, all right. We are slave masters, all right. And the heathen is gonna be our property to do whatever we see fit, you know. Go ahead.
Even as I received of my father, and I will give him according to
Yeah, even as Yahweh received of his father. They tell you that in Psalms 2, all right? The Lord said, ask of me and I'll give thee the heathen for thine inheritance and the uttermost parts of the earth. And us being joint heirs with Yahweh Shah, we're going to receive the same thing. You know, whatever the Lord get, we're going to get it. He's got it in a greater portion. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience,
Yep.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
So because we kept the word of the Lord's patience, Lord willing, us brothers endure to the end, the Lord is going to keep us from the hour of temptation. And that's the MOTP, Revelation 3:16. Go ahead.
Which shall come upon all the world.
See that which shall come upon all the world, and you see in the prelude. You see in the prelude with this download that they're trying to download us with. All right? You see it with that. Because that's they trying to hit everybody in the world with that. All right? Can't travel, can't do anything. All right? They got mandates in New York, you know?
In Canada,
Yeah.
they're pushing out that if you don't, I believe you used the word Verichip, soon going into 2022, if you don't have the Vericode, which will not be ID, you're going to have to, it's going to be, like the mother said, it's going into the chip. I don't know all the details, but there's not going to be no more IDs or driver license in Canada, which is going to trickle down to the other parts of the world.
Yeah.
You won't be able to drive.
Yeah.
Because even the chip is going to be the MOTB is going to be your passport, your medical records, this, that, and the fourth.
Everything.
Everything.
The scripture tell you can't buy or sell. That's like one of the most important things you could do. All right, you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell. All right, you might not be able to have a home. They say talking about some landlords is kicking people out because they ain't getting the job. You know what I mean? So that's what we coming down to. But so be it, man. Fuck this place and everybody that represent it. You know?
Look at it now, like you know, certain you can't go to gyms, you can't go to bars,
Yep.
you can't go to restaurants, you can't go to certain events.
Yep.
I mean, that's where it's leading to where you can't go to anything unless you have starting with the job.
Yeah. And that's just like entertainment. You know? Now imagine when they start saying,
No, but they also said the jobs.
oh yeah, the jobs. Yeah,
So
man.
a lot of
It's
people are about to lose their job or have lost their job because they haven't received that the job.
Yep.
And that's just a prelude to them implementing the mark of the beast.
That's right.
Because they're putting it in such a way to where you can't live without it.
Yep.
This is basically modern day segregation.
Yeah.
Except for it ain't going into skin color, it's going into if you're vaccinated or not.
Yeah, that's a part of these shows implementing that new world order.
And that's what's going to cause Jake the fall. Now that Jake's going to have no foundation. All right? We know the play, and our foundation is in Yahweh Shai. When it really comes down to it, you see that the Lord is setting the plays for the ones that believe and the ones that don't believe. The ones that trust in that make arms they flesh, making flesh they arms, and the ones that make the Lord they protection. You know? That's what it's coming down to. What's going on? What's going on?
I'm gonna finish up. Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
That's right.
Verse 11, behold, I come quick. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Yeah, and see the Lord is constantly telling us the whole fast what we have, which is this truth, all right? Store up your treasures in heaven, all right? That faith that you got, you know, build upon that, you know? Be diligent to make sure that calling and election is sure, all right? Do these shows, rehearse the righteous acts, you know, have brotherly conversation, you know, holy conversation. That's the man, that person you're supposed to be, you know? Did I say enough? Go ahead, sorry.
James chapter 1 verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life.
Got it, brother.
God. So yeah, the Lord, if you're not going through nothing in this truth, that means the Lord's not dealing with you. When the shit hits the fan, like Apostle Labar said, you'd rather go through shit now than later on. Regardless, you're going to go through shit later on, but guess what? Going through shit now is building you up for that great day. Because this is spiritual boot camp. You know, the Lord is building up soon to be kings, judges, soon to be little gods under Yahushua. We're about to inherit the nations. We're about to inherit the earth. We're about to take over the whole universe. We'll finish up. He shall receive the crown of life. That crown of life is literally going to be a crown. Yahushua is going to come. Going back to the Apocrypha, Yahushua is going to come and set a crown upon thy head. But the crown, also, the crown of life is salvation. Being beamed up at the nick of time, in a twinkling of an eye, when the ICBM missiles come to burn this place up, basically. Which the Lord hath promised to them that love Him. And how do you prove that you love the Lord? By coming out, by doing your shows, by being brotherly, by having integrity outside of not being at camp. You gotta walk. You gotta brothers walk, talk that talk. Now you gotta walk that walk when there's nobody watching. Which really, if you know the scriptures, the angels is watching. Yahweh is watching. Yahushua is watching.
Yeah, that's love, keeping the commandments. You guys say that?
Yeah, this is Revelation 12 verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, ye that dwell in them, and woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. When the devils come down unto you having great wrath, because you know that he have but a short time. Yeah, so pretty much, man, he said the devils come down unto you having great wrath, but you know he have a short time. That's why, you know, this whole jab situation is being escalated heavily to where now they're saying you cannot claim religious exemption And in certain instances, you can't claim medical exemption. So they're really putting you in a box to where you cannot get they cornered you to where you can't prove it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they're gonna do when they go to push that chip, that very chip. And if you look at like stock news and the stock market, you look at certain chip companies. It's a heavy demand for chips right now. Like that technology of finding chips because it's a shortage. Right? But what are they gonna do? They're gonna use that to enslave you people. And a lot of these people going forward. A lot of these people want to live a comfortable life.
Yep.
A lot of these people are afraid to lose their job.
Yep.
But most Americans don't have $400 to their name to pay for emergency. So that's how they box you in. They know you poor. They know most of you people don't lack faith.
Yeah, they know that.
And y'all don't have financial backings to withstand or blow to losing your job.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Paycheck to paycheck, which is a part of the curses of Israel anyway.
Hey, you know,
Be that bread in that basket.
Yep.
and you know what? The 16th came and went. Now they gave me an ultimatum by the 16th where I'm gonna be vaccinated and stay on my job. Now they didn't call me to the HR, which is Human Resources Administration. They didn't call me to that building yet. Now they may call me tomorrow's closed. They may call me Monday. I work from Sunday to Thursday. They may call me Monday when it's open. If they do, I'm gonna tell them the same thing I told them before. I'm not doing it. Now I'm not gonna quit. I'm with them to fire me. You know what I'm saying? So now I got a leverage to get a lawsuit or get some unemployment. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna quit because you quit, you ain't getting unemployment. You know what I mean?
But see, the thing is too, you so made it to where you can't even claim unemployment, vaccination status. If you
I know.
refused it and you lost your job because of it, you can't claim unemployment.
Well,
But see, that's a part of Revelation 12:12.
and that's why I'm bringing it up because, hey, eventually, hey, the Most High's the Most High's in control of everything. So, if that was to happen, I could get. I'm in the union. I could land another job somewhere else. But eventually, it's gonna trickle down to all jobs.
Yeah.
So eventually, you're gonna be boxed in that corner. Some people, certain brothers, are already boxed in that corner. You know what I mean? You got it back, bro.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, with this brother situation, at the end of the day, the Lord told us in Isaiah 65 that your servants is going to eat and these people are going to starve. So it don't even matter at the end of the day. The Lord know who his faithful, the ones that's his chosen, all right? And he's going to protect his chosen by all means, all right? The only one that's going to make them out of here is his elect, period, all right? So it don't even matter. So because you can't compromise yourself because the devil wants you to compromise. No, all right? Because you know the ultimate goal is the Revelation 13 and 16. Matter of fact, let's get it. Bring it up.
Revelations chapter 13, verse
16.
16.
Yeah.
And he causeth all, both small and great.
You see, and he is the so-called white man, the devil, all right? This is all coming trickling down from the international bankers. You know? He said, he calls it all, small and great. Go ahead.
Rich and poor,
Rich and poor,
free and bond,
free and bond, the ones that's so-called free, even the ones that's in the jail system. All right?
to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Yeah, we know that mark when you go into the Greek is charagma.
That's
all
right.
And it's an incision, all right? Something that you stake in you, you know? A palisade, you know? And there's no way around it. There's no way around it. It's evident. It's not what these other camps be saying is Christianity. It's spiritual. It's all types of
Dealing
madness.
with white women.
Come on, man.
But see, that's the thing, because now the whole camps is confounded, because when they start pushing these vaccinations,
Yeah.
at one point in time, Esau was giving you incentives to get it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give you a $100 gift card.
Yeah.
We might give you a free meal at Popeye's Chicken or some donuts.
Mhm.
Now Esau, like, you know what? You done playing games with you people. Y'all people are not doing it. We gonna force y'all.
Yep.
So
And that's the draconian laws, bro.
So now what are they talking about now? Like, they can't do the same thing with the RFID chip.
Right.
They go threaten losing your job.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, niggas love the world so much. I probably just bought new houses. Like a nigga I know at my job, he said, "Yo, man, I can't afford to lose this, bro." He said, "Yo, man, I talked to the man in the car. Yeah, IUIC nigga, man."
Oh, yeah.
He said, he said, man, it was up the Lord's will. I had to do it.
Tell me, so You know some dude from IUIC?
IUIC.
And he said it was the Lord's will that he had to do what?
He had spoke to the leader of his congregation. He was pretty much like, you know, I can't afford to do shit. They denied his religious exemption for him. And
Oh, so he jabbed up.
He jabbed up. He took the jab. And he said, you know what, and now I'm going to complain to HR because now I feel like that shook my faith up. And now I'm feeling faithless. I said, well, that's your fucking fault. That's your fault.
That's on you, man. Hey, man. See? They show you that the one thing you in this thing you don't really believe.
That shook your faith. How's it gonna shake their faith? Man, you was believing y'all about something else regardless,
Yeah,
man.
like, yeah. Fuck the job. If you know that the Lord is all powerful, all things is possible through the Lord, He gonna provide for you. What the hell is wrong with you? You trusting in a fucking job, you know? But hey, that's on you, and that's on that's on the leaders of your congregation, you know? Because he said he spoke to them, right? They ain't tell him not to get it.
Nah, after he took the jab, man, he said his leader, he consoled him. Pretty much like, he said the Lord's will. But he said, yo, man, I feel so conflicted in my spirit. Like, I feel like that shit destroyed my faith. He said, yo, I'm gonna complain to HR. I said, what the fuck you think HR gonna do, nigga? You took it already.
I'm gonna complain to HR.
You want Esau to console you now? Like, you fulfilled this plan? Because a lot of you niggas gonna be in the trick bag, man.
Yep.
Y'all gonna get it knowing that y'all ain't supposed to get it. But once y'all get it, y'all gonna feel guilty. Y'all gonna feel guilty.
You going to store?
Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
Yeah, he calls it all, both small and great, whether you high status or not, or you low status in society. But rich or poor.
Rich and poor.
Rich or poor, whether you have a lot of money or you have a little bit of money. He's gonna cause everybody. You can see the steps that he's taking right now. Like a couple months back, again, I repeat, he was giving you incentives to get that job, get inoculated. Now Esau said, you know what, fuck y'all. Y'all not adhering to our rules, we gonna force you. Right?
And the main focus is not these heathens. The main focus is trying to get you jakes, you 2/3. That because that the numbers for taking the vaccines for Jake in the hood is very low. So they're doing everything they can. Like 3 weeks ago, this elder brought out free lap dances.
Oh, that's what they did?
Yeah, they were getting out free lap dances.
Free lap dances in the strip club, bro. Free lap dances and you take the jab. All of you take the jab. And they had to, but it was in the daytime. It wasn't at night where we was at night, where everything is jumping. Because strippers being there in daytime, they making their money. They got shifts. So they had the van out there or the big bus out there, and if you want the lap dance, go on the bus, get jabbed, and you go in there and get your lap dance. But you can't touch the women though. You gotta let them lap dance you. You can't touch their ass or nothing. You gotta let them lap dance you though. But you can't touch them. But you're getting jabbed for that though. All right. I don't need that kind of treatment.
Well,
I don't.
Well, why the inoculations low in the hood, man?
I'm not starved for buns.
Yeah, Jake don't trust himself.
Just going back to what the Tuskegee experiment. Jet knows about that. We're the number one nation of people that get experimented on.
Let's go into these scriptures though. You know what I mean? Let's keep these scriptures rolling. Keep these scriptures rolling.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he called us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark.
Yeah, free and bond, because now they have a situation where they're working on getting reduced sentences for people that get it.
You right, Gab, bro. Keep on getting you right.
They're working on getting reduced sentences on people that get inoculated, okay? And they get certain benefits within the prison cell for getting that job. Just like how they're going to do with the mark of the beast. Excuse me, sir, do you know anything about the mark of the beast? You're a politician.
To receive a mark in the
Say let them go, man. This label say nothing to them, man. That dude, he don't know. Only he know is what the government tell him. Let that dude go, bro. Yeah, bro, slack it, huh?
to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
So to receive a mark, and that mark is psychiatric stigma, is an incision. And the key word there is in, I-N. And anything in something is literally in. So they have a picture where it shows the CQC code, universal
Barcode.
That's not the damn mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is the actual chip that they're gonna put inside of your right hand or your forehead. And yes, we seem like this is repetition, but we have to bring it up because now that we get closer to that time, it's like we're here.
And now, can I say something real quick? That goes back to that ancient oil. When you become a slave, they put that oil in your ear, and you become a servant to your master forever. Now, fast forward to this day and age we living in now, they offer the microchip is like the ancient oil you put into your ear. You know what I'm saying? And now you serve it to the international bankers. Man, you're serving this. You forsook the Lord and made Esau your God. Bottom line. So I'd rather die.
Death is just a transition.
Exactly, I'd rather die.
Verse 17, and that no man might buy
I'd be
or
happy to
sell.
be in the spirit
Right
with my
there.
father.
So without it, you can't buy or sell. And that's where the society we at now. If you want to go to a restaurant, you want to sit down, dine in, you want to go to the gym, or in certain places, I mean, they're going to make it to where you can't buy or sell without that code, without that shit, that mark of the beast.
How about in Midtown Manhattan, this chick that worked in a restaurant, some nigga woman, these two tourists, a lady and a man, was trying to get something to eat. She told them, you can't come in because you're not vaccinated, you can't have no proof. And the lady and the female started spazzing on her, started swinging on her. Boop, bop, bop. She got into a fight with with one of the tourists because she was, you seen them on the, you seen on the thing, right? Because she couldn't show proof that they was vaccinated, so she spazzed on the lady. She's just doing her job. But that goes to show that the scale's gonna be up drastically because people are not going for that shit. Listen, you getting paid, whether you getting paid. I'm not trying to get into no drama over no because I'm gonna tell you can't come in because you ain't vaccinated. Hey, fuck it. Go ahead. I'm getting paid, you getting something to eat. But I'm not gonna risk my life for some bullshit. And she got into a fucking scrap with some women, even though she gained up and she was whooping on a woman, you know what I'm saying? But the dude was when he see this girl getting whooped upon, he came in and started hitting her too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's other many shall wax cold. And that's the time, that's the spirit that's being pushed out. The spirit of vengeance and people are, like you said, people are tired of being pushed in the corners to take this action.
Nice. So you gonna continue with him? You want to be able to continue? So you in the spirit still? All right. So let's do it. Let's bring out more scriptures.
Like I said,
Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yeah, so that's got that RFID chip, and that's where it's coming into. First the inoculation, and that's the transition to bringing the RFID chip. And if you look at this interview of a Jewish rabbi, A.B. Finkelstein, he said, once you want to put a program up, you can't come in like a German tank because it's going to be too much resistance. You have to gradually come in. So what do they do? Gradually coming in. Oh, it's a virus coming out. We need lockdowns. Okay, now that everybody's stuck in the house. Okay, now you need. We have the cure. We have the miracle. Get vaccinated. Okay, people are not doing it. Well, we're gonna have to shut things down. And then you convince people to believe that if I'm vaccinated and you're not, you're the enemy. Yeah. But in any case, if you take a vaccine, you shouldn't be exposed to somebody else that didn't take it. But see, that's how Esau's doing, man. Gradualism to condition the people to take the RFID chip. What?
this is 2nd Esdras 16 and verse 40.
Because you got people now that scared to touch money. Oh man, because this dollar's been, he had it, the Arab had it. They don't even touch money anymore.
And bro, you make a perfect point right here because people, due to my job, is like, listen, I don't deal with cash because I don't know who been carrying it, had COVID. I'm looking at him, he said, I deal with only debit and credit. If you ain't trading with debit and credit, then hey, I don't know what to tell you. I'm looking at him like, yo, this you hear this crackpot? Me and my boy laughing. You know what I mean? Because this dude, he knows who I am, and he watched my videos. I'm on the job, but he keep it to himself. But every time he see me, he be like, Shalom King, you know what I mean? And he'd talk to me, you know what I'm saying? And because he came to me, he's like, yo, he was like, hey, I be watching your videos. I'm looking at him like, what you mean videos, man? I don't know what you talk about. He's, come on, man, you're Howard, man. I know who you are, man. I've been knowing who you are for the longest, but I had, you know, this came to see right now. I've been watching you. I know you're a supervisor here. I've been watching you, but I didn't say that. But now, we in the parking lot, I thought I'd bring it up. I was like, oh, man. I started laughing. You know what I mean? So, hey, bro. Nah, he watched my videos. And he watched the Apostles videos too. But he just didn't say nothing to me. He said, I've been working here for like 3 months. I've been seeing you, but I never said nothing to you. So he parked right next to me. It was like 6:30, 5:30 in the morning. I get to my job early. And I work from 6 to 2. So what I do, I get there 5:30, I listen to the Apostles and I be napping in my car. So he put up next to me and I'm getting out. It's 5:55. And that's what he told me. He was like, oh, should I be watching you? I know your car. I'll be watching you. I'm saying, so, you know.
Now you know people watching you.
Ain't the first person that came to me and said that to me. I see people on the train that told me that. I see people in restaurants that told me that. Supermarkets that see me, that, yo, I'll be watching your videos.
I got hit a few times like that.
And then I get dirty looks by certain people looking at me like, man, I know, I'm like, I don't even know this dude. But then if things back. Hey, you on YouTube, bro, so you got, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I got like 800 subscribers, so, you know what I mean? Yeah, bro, bring it up, bro.
This is 2nd Esdras 16 and verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make ye ready to die battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Yeah, now what is the characteristic of a pilgrim? Give me the definition of a pilgrim. Give me the definition of a pilgrim. So be in these times of troubles, be ye as pilgrims. And we're going to get some attributes of a pilgrim. Because we know pilgrims don't have attachments to life. They don't really have a lot of baggage. Because in order to be a traveler, you can't carry too much. Because it's going to slow you back. So spiritually, we're supposed to be as pilgrims. Meaning to not be so attached to the world and things that we have here. You got it,
pilgrim. It's like a person who journeys to a sacred place for religious reasons. Worshipper, devotee, believer, traveler, wayfarer, crusader. That's it.
Okay.
One who travels to a shrine or a holy place.
Give me attributes of a pilgrim. Give me the attributes of a pilgrim. Type it in. Attributes of a pilgrim. Because read that one more time.
This is 2nd Esdras 16 and 40. O my people, hear my word. Make ye ready to the battle, to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Yeah, be ye as pilgrims upon the earth. Give me some of the attributes of a pilgrim. Fine, brother. It's quick.
I got the etymology of a pilgrim. I just want to make a quick point while you do that. This is the etymology of pilgrim. C 1200s. It says a person traveling to a holy place.
A traveler.
Yep. There's another point, right? It says, where is that? It says, as a penitence or discharge some vow of religious oblation. This is the point I wanted to make. It says, or seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit. So even as being a pilgrim, you're going to be looking for a miracle, all right? You're going to be looking for the Lord to set up that standard. As well as, you know, you brothers might be traveling, but ultimately you're going to be looking for that miracle from on high, you know? So in them evil days, be even as pilgrims upon the earth, looking for that miracle, looking for the Lord when he's setting up that standard. You see the devil coming down with a flood, you know, I bet the Lord about to pull through. He about to pull through for us. You just waiting it. You waiting on that moment, you know? But you got it,
So yeah, pretty much like what the brother said. But be ye as pilgrims, man. And make ready for the battle, because in the times that we're coming into, you can't be attached to the world. And in order to travel long distance, you can't be having a heavy load with you.
Yep.
You gotta let loose the cares of this life.
Definition, nomad. This is synonymous to the word pilgrim. A member of member of a people having no permanent abode, no house, and who travel from place to place to find fresh pasture for their livestock.
Oh, so give me that. There's no continuous city.
Oh, yeah, come.
It's not our rest. Is that? Yeah. You that one more time.
A member of a people having no permanent abode.
There you go. No, a permanent abode meaning no permanent residence. And technically, your residence is not permanent. You got the bill collector, man. You got the guy that you got at your landlord. You got to pay rent to.
Yep.
And damn near, if you miss a couple of months, best believe your ass will be up. So,
Shit, so now, a couple of months, that ain't, yo, shit, you right, a couple of months, but you know, shit, the first month you missed, they knock on your door, what happened, you know?
Yeah, yep.
You know?
I got synonymous words. Migrant, traveler, refugee, vagabond.
The vagabond, man.
Yeah, vagabond, that's a wanderer.
Yeah, wonderful. Meaning to not have a permanent residence or not have a place to call home.
Second definition, a person who does not stay long in the same place, a wanderer.
Right, so always be prepared to be on the move. Always be prepared for the worst outcomes to happen. If you have to lose your job, I mean, that's a part of being a pilgrim upon the earth. Yeah, you have to detach yourself from the cares of this life. Spiritually, because we can't flee America. You ain't gonna go to Israel and get no better treatment. Niggas.
Right.
You're gonna be out there in the Maya Israel, the moon of Israel, next to a damn nuclear plant.
That's right.
Talk about shalom, shalom, Israel. We here in Israel, the Mona, next to a fucking nuclear plant. Nah, man, you can't escape. You talking about spiritually escaping or spiritually being pilgrims.
The people, we're not, like the scripture, like fleeing to the mountains. We're not literally fleeing into the mountains. Esau owns the mountains. It's to spiritually get your mind out of the wonders of this world. Yeah, it's like the outcomes of this life. That's the only thing that when the shit hits the fan, the only thing you should be worried about is knowing the name of the Lord, keeping the faith, not taking the MOTB, not basically still rehearsing the righteous acts and staying spiritual when all hell breaks loose.
It's like this is Hebrews 13 and verse 14. It says, "For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come."
Here we have no continuous city, but we seek one to come. Because this is not our rest, man. This is not our continuous city. Okay? A lot of these street names is not named out of our people. But we seek one to come, which is the kingdom of heaven. That's what we trust in, man. We don't trust in getting jabbed up so we can go to the MetLife stadium to watch a damn baseball game or a football game. Yeah, or Kanye West Thunder. The Thunder album release party. You know what I'm saying?
Matthew chapter 24, verse 16. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Verse 17. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Verse 18. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. Verse 19, and woe unto them that are with child and to them that give suck in those days.
Yeah, because the times that we're coming into is going to be real heathens. People that have children is going to really feel it, man. Yeah, look at that, man. And demon of a mother.
Right.
You know, with no discretion. I wish you could put her on camera. And then she the type of witch that'll get mad if you ain't beautiful, ain't gorgeous. She'll get mad, but she got all her titties all up. A woman like that just gonna get her damn halter top snatched off in them days.
It look like she don't got no care for her kid.
She not even, you're about to say that. She not even caring for her kid, bro.
Back in the old school, what the parents used to do.
Yeah.
Walk in front of me.
Exactly.
Walk in front of me.
She walking in front of her kid.
Yeah.
And then she didn't even grab her hand crossing the street.
Give me that monstrous woman.
Yeah, monstrous woman.
The mission,
Give me that, yeah.
you know, hey, women should break forth monsters, man. But that kid, she's just caught up in some shit, you know what I'm saying? Because of her mother, man.
Right.
This is bad, bro, you know.
It's fucked up.
I don't feel sorry for that little girl because guess what? The Most High, listen, let me tell you this right here real quick. Let me just say this. In this society, in this lifetime, in this kingdom, this empire that Esau caused, America. You have these immigrants coming over here. Why? Because they're coming over to face their judgment, man. All these immigrants that's coming over here right now, that's trying to bust their ass to get into America, they're coming over here to face their judgment.
Yeah, basically.
Because what's coming to America? Thermal nuclear destruction. Coming to America is thermal nuclear destruction by the way of ICBM missiles, supersonic missiles, hypersonic missiles. Just the other day I did a video, North Korea got a train that's carrying ICBM nuclear missiles on the train. So that train, that nuclear missile could be launched on any region at any time, and any orders from the North Korean government. So it is what it is, man. We're living in the time of Zephaniah 1:14 and 15, Micah, the 4th chapter, Malachi the 4th chapter, the 1st verse. Behold, the day shall burn as an oven. And that's that day of thermonuclear destruction. You got it back, bro. Go ahead, bro. Because basically, what we have here, Esau being caught up in the quagmire. Now, in 1989, before the Soviet Union collapsed, when it was the Soviet Union, they left military hardware over in Afghanistan. Now, what you have, when the American government left Afghanistan, they left military hardware over there too. They built up the Mujahideen, which is called the Taliban, which was called Al-Qaeda, which is called the Taliban to this day. They built them up. They built their forces up. They left over the F-35s, Humvees, helicopters, MRAPs. They left it all over there. So now, that same military that they left over there, that might, is gonna come back to bite them in the ass because the missiles is gonna be used against them, man.
Right.
You got it back, bro.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 3. Woo! Even the sea monsters draw out the breast.
Yeah, because sea monsters are considered to be like very cruel animals. You know, well, go ahead. Cruel creatures. He said, he made a comparison. Even they draw out the breast. Go ahead.
They give suck to their young ones.
They give suck to their young ones. I mean, that's one of the greatest forms of compassion. I mean, that's something natural too. You got a lot of these damn, and I hate to get on these. Nah, I don't hate to get on them. A lot of these damn women, they won't even take out their titty to let the baby breastfeed because they're afraid that shit hurt their nipple. And even the sea mouse, go ahead.
The daughter of my people is become cruel.
Yo, daughter of my people, man, you 12 tribes, man. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. I became cruel. What?
Like the ostrich in the wilderness.
Like the ostriches in the wilderness. What are the characteristics of the ostrich? First of all, they're oblivious as hell.
Yeah.
They got big ass bodies and small ass heads. They look like damn black women. Take off the weaves, and that's how an ostrich will look. Bug eyed, low hair with big ass bodies. Big ass bodies and oblivious.
Yeah.
Don't know nothing.
Because what they do is they bury their lungs, they bury their eggs, and they forget where they bury their eggs. And they trample their own eggs, bro. And that shows you that they don't have no care for their youngs.
Or sometimes they go they would sacrifice the ostriches of other women to protect theirs. Like in times of danger.
Yeah.
Like you look up at it was on fucking like this shit where they talk about all the Animal Planet and shit like that.
Yeah.
An ostrich is sacrificed to children, sometimes her own children, so she can live. Like if a lion attack is coming or something like that.
Yeah, that's what Eve did in the ancient world.
Yeah.
Like at the time when there was a great famine in Israel, and one of them was like, we gonna boil my son today, and eat yours tomorrow, and they boiled her son, and then the next day she hit it. She hit her son. God.
Well, read that again.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast.
Yeah.
They give suck to their young ones.
Yeah.
The daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostrich in the wilderness.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 4, the tongue of the sucking child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth the thirst.
Yeah, man, it thirst because a lot of y'all women, man, y'all evil to y'all children, man. Y'all feeding all type of bullshit, ramen noodles. But
That shit
baby,
is
you want
death,
some
bro.
McDonald's?
Ramen noodles is death, bro.
Yeah, y'all give them all type of bullshit. That's a part of the cleaving to your mouth. Y'all straighten y'all babies out of, because he got to go to school, you jab him up. Then you drag him out the house, give him a little BLT in the morning. Y'all treat your children hard.
I just seen a video of
Shut it down. All right.
That's what my dad want to give all praise to you.
by Shim and Kakadash.
That's why I said, see you next week. Well, say to you, I'll catch you next time. So